Today we're going to talk about a flower you've probably seen 100 times, but maybe never really truly noticed. You know, the humble viola. It's so easy to just walk right by it. But if we slow down and actually listen, it has this incredible story to tell about a totally different kind of strength.
I mean, just think about it for a second. The viola isn't like a sunflower towering over everything. It doesn't have that big, bold scent of a rose. It grows low to the ground. It's gentle. It's modest. It doesn't scream for your attention. Instead, it just kind of waits for you to notice. And right there, in that quiet waiting, that's where its message starts to come through.
And that brings us to our first big idea, the overlooked flower. Because you see, it's in its quietness, in the fact that it's so often overlooked, that the viola actually finds its voice. If we're just willing to hang back for a moment to really see it, that's when the flower starts to speak. And its message? Well, it's not a shout. It's more like a whisper that gets to a much deeper place inside you. It's a profound truth spoken in this quiet way that's meant to be felt, not just heard. Okay, so now let's peel back the layers and uncover the meaning that's hidden right there in the flower's name and in its very nature. This is where its quiet story starts to get really, really interesting. So the common viola, Viola tricolor, is often called heart's ease. I mean, just think about that name. It's not named for what it is, but for what it does. It's not trying to overwhelm your heart. Its whole purpose is to soothe it, to bring it ease. And its biology? Well, it tells the exact same story. Violas are some of the first providers for pollinators when almost nothing else is blooming. They're super adaptable. They can grow pretty much anywhere. And they're persistent. They reseed themselves quietly year after year. They don't need perfect conditions. They just stay faithful right where they are. So what does all of this actually teach us? Well, if you look closely, you can find 4 really profound truths written right there in the viola's petals. Lessons we can bring into our own lives. First up, humility. The viola isn't trying to be seen from way across the yard. Its complex patterns and beautiful, layered colors, they're really designed for you to see them up close. And this is such a powerful picture of a bigger truth. Some of the most amazing beauty in life is only revealed to those of us who are willing to get low, to really pay attention. The second lesson is all about faithfulness. While other flowers are waiting around for that perfect summer heat, the viola is out there blooming in the in-between seasons. You know, the cool of early spring and late fall. It thrives in those transitional times, which reminds us that real, meaningful growth doesn't just happen when things are perfect. It often happens in those overlooked, uncertain moments. Third, there's this quiet sense of comfort. And this brings us right back to its name, heartsease. You know, sometimes what we really need isn't a loud answer or some huge gesture. It's just peace. A gentle presence that kind of says, hey, be still. The viola doesn't preach, it just ministers softly. And finally, community. You almost never see a viola all by itself, right? They grow together in these beautiful clusters. They're not fighting for the spotlight. They're actually complementing each other, creating something way more beautiful together than any one of them could ever be alone. So what does all this mean for us, right here, right now? Well, the viola offers this powerful counter-narrative to the way our world usually works. It's like this quiet voice underneath all the noise. And when you put it side by side like this, it becomes so clear. The world is always rewarding volume, but the viola teaches consistency. The world values visibility, but the viola embodies faithfulness. Our culture is all about velocity. How fast can you go? But the viola's way is all about gentleness. It offers a completely different way to measure a meaningful life. And that leads us to our final part, a personal reflection. See, the viola isn't here to impress us. It's here to invite us into a whole different way of being. It asks us this really simple but profound question. In a world that is obsessed with numbers and results we can see, what if the steady, quiet, consistent effort you put in day after day, what if that's actually the thing that matters most? And then it pushes us just a little deeper with this thought. What if all our striving to be great on a big stage is actually less valuable than just being faithful in the small, unseen corners of our lives? It's a challenging idea, for sure. And all of this really boils down to the viola's ultimate message, which is this huge release from the pressure to perform.
It's a reminder that, hey, you were never called to be the loudest voice in the room. You were simply called to be faithful.
And in that faithfulness, in that quiet, gentle consistency, you find a really profound truth. It is more than enough. Thanks for digging into this with me.